government, there will be an atmosphere that large investments will immediately start taking place, and the government has been taking a lot of measures. There is a lot of optimism in the country, but I must point out that the year 2014-15 till 28th of February, I don't have data for the last 15-16 days, has been one of the years when the capital raising from the primary market has been the lowest in the year 2014-15. The total amount raised is around 1500 crores only. And I'm talking of public issue. If we also add the rights issue, it goes to about 6170 crores. So this has been one of the periods when least amount of capital has been raised. I don't know the reason, because when people come to us about making more and more changes in our IPO process, we have been more than willing to consider that, and we have made a number of changes, including changes like ASBA, applications supported by block accounts. We are also going for electronic IPO now, and very soon we are going to come out with our regulations on electronic IPO. So maybe there is a spare capacity, maybe there is less appetite for fresh capital raising, but the fact remains that 2014-15 has been a year where the capital raising from the public market has been one of the lowest. From the private market, my information is that the numbers have been slightly higher than 2013-14, but combined together again it is much lower than the previous year, say 12-13 or 13-14. I don't have the answer, but I thought I must flag this to you. Some of the measures which we have in the pipeline in SEBI are, for example, the delisting regulations. Our board has approved that. Once the board approved, there were some issues about one of the procedures there, that is at least 25% of the public shareholders must tender their shares. Taking into account the feedback that we received from the industry, we have made more amendments and changes there, and we have made it simpler now. And that regulation is going to be notified hopefully in less than a week from now. Electronic IPO we are working on, and we will be doing that. We have also started and floated a consultation paper on how to change the classification of a promoter as a public shareholder, because the current regulations are such that if you have been a promoter, you remain a promoter for life. Even if you have no share, you still remain a promoter. So obviously there was some inconsistency there. We have started a process, and I will urge all of you to offer your comments, because this document is on our website. My problem is, once we have concluded our consultation process, come out with our regulations, then we get some feedback, which becomes very difficult for us to accommodate. We are also converting the listing agreement into regulations, and we are also proposing, and this will take a few months, but it will happen during the year 2015-16, that you have, as a corporate, you have to file a large number of informations under various regulations of SEBI. Something under the SAST regulations, something under the ICDR regulations, something you have to do from the prevention of insider trading point of view. So what we are now proposing to do, and a team is already working on this, is how to ensure that every information that you file is available in one single place, and you have to file only one annual information memorandum. Currently what is happening, if you are filing some information correctly and legally under the PIT regulation, there is perhaps a requirement that the same information in a different format has to be given under the SAST regulation or ICDR regulation, and SEBI can haul you up for not having done that. We are changing that. So once you have given an information, it will be all collated in one place, and there will be need for only one annual information memorandum. And lastly, I would like to mention what Pramath was saying about what came in the newspapers today. We feel that while we have made a lot of changes in our IPO process, a new class of entrepreneurial energy which is coming in this country, their needs are different from traditional companies. And many of the provisions which we have for IPOs, they are primarily for the sake of better word, I would say, old generation companies, old technology companies, and we are guided by the desire to protect the interest of the small investors. But there are a class of companies which are capable of competing with the best in the world. They have come out with new innovations, new energy is there, new ideas are there, they are implementing them, they are competing with them.